Hello friends, today we will discuss about the remaining part of making of the constitution, uh, that is the timeline. So then the timeline starts from 1934 and it is end to and in 1946 December 13th. So we discussed it. First one, we need to know the name M. Roy, who is gave the idea of Constituent Assembly for framing an Indian constitution in 1934, and the idea of forming the Constitution Assembly came to be supported by leaders of Congress and demand was put forward. That is in 1935. From 1934, M. Roy gave the idea of Constituent Assembly, and the idea is came supported by leaders of Congress and a demand was put forward in 1936. Then after 3 years, 1938, on behalf of the Indian National Congress, Jawaharlal Nehru demanded the Constituent Assembly consisting of Indians only. Okay, the constitution is only for each country. The that time the Jawaharlal Nehru is demand the Constituent Assembly. It's only included in our Indian humans in Indians, or all Indians only included in the Constituent Assembly. Then 1940, in the August of the British accepted this demand. After 2 years, in 1940, Britishers accepted our demands, and then 1942, we know the Quit India strike is on 1942 August 9. So that is related to World War II. Then the Cripps mission before Quit India movement said that the formation of Constituent Assembly would be after World War II. That is in 1942. Then moved to 1946. The cabinet mission formed Constituent Assembly. Constituent Assembly consists of 389 seats, and the majority of seats were by Congress 209. Okay, that is in 1946. Then in we know 1947 August 15 we got the freedom, and that is our Independence Day. Then that you just remember. Then 9th December 1946, the initial meeting of the Constituent Assembly took place with 211 members, and the first president was Dr. Sachidanand Sinha. Never forget the name Doctor. The first president was Dr. Sachidanand Sinha. That is the first meeting of the Constituent Assembly is elected 211 members. Then from the 211 members we elected, or we selected, the president was Dr. Sachidanand Sinha. That is on 9th December in 1946. Then 11th December, after 2 days, 11th December, same day 1946, the permanent president was Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Everyone know that who is the first Indian president of first Indian president, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and the vice president was H.C. Mukherjee, and the constitutional advisor was B.N. Rao. Never forget those three names, as we are an Indian. So the first president is Rajendra Prasad, and vice president is H.C. Mukherjee, and the constitutional advisor was B.N. Rao. That is um, that is the one of the important names we need to know. And in 13th December 1946, the philosophical structure of the constitution was laid by Jawaharlal Nehru and passed on 22nd July 1947. Okay, in 1946, 30th December, the philosophical structure of the constitution was laid by Jawaharlal Nehru and passed on. That is passed on 1947 July 22. Then 3rd June it is related then after some months, then 3rd June 1947, Lord Mountbatten had planned for two constituent assemblies, and the number of seats was reduced to 299, and the first Parliament of India, a constituent assembly, came to be formed. The first speaker was G.V. Malvankar, and the chairman was Dr. Rajendra Prasad, who is our Indian president. Never forget that then the Lord Mountbatten is in British India had planned for two constituent assemblies, and the number of seats was reduced to 299 from 300 plus. It is reduced to 299, and the first Parliament of India. The first Parliament of India contained or included the number of members are 299. It is reduced. Then the Constituent Assembly came forward with 299 members, and the first speaker is G.V. Malvankar, and the chairman is our same first Indian president, Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Then 26th November 1949, the Constitution of India came to be made, and it is officially refers to on 1950 January 26. That is we celebrate that day as our Indian Republic Day, and that is the timeline of the Constitution from 1934 to 1950 January 26.